The first time the cleaning staff found the billionaire CEO collapsed beside the floor-to-ceiling windows of his private office, everyone blamed stress. The second time, they whispered about an incurable illness. By the 10th collapse, the entire company believed their powerful leader was simply a man whose body had betrayed him. Doctors came and went, expensive treatments filled entire cabinets, and specialists from around the world promised answers they could never deliver. Yet hidden beneath polished marble floors and million-dollar boardrooms was a truth no one dared to see. The only person who noticed the tiny details everyone else ignored was Daniel, a quiet single father who cleaned the building every night after putting his young daughter to sleep. What he discovered would not only save a billionaire's life, but also heal wounds that money had never been able to fix. Before we continue, if you believe kindness, compassion, and second chances can change lives, please like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Kindness Space for more unforgettable stories that warm the heart. Daniel had once dreamed of becoming a nurse, but life had rewritten his future after his wife passed away unexpectedly, leaving him alone to raise their 6-year-old daughter, Lily. Every evening, he tucked her into bed at his elderly neighbor's apartment before beginning his overnight cleaning shift at one of the city's tallest office towers. His work was invisible to most people. Employees admired spotless glass, polished desks, and shining hallways without ever thinking about the person who made them look that way. Daniel never complained because every paycheck meant food on the table, school supplies for Lily, and another month they could stay together in their tiny apartment. Even after exhausting nights, he still smiled because his daughter believed her father could fix anything, and he refused to let her faith disappear. The CEO, Alexander Hayes, lived in a world completely different from Daniel's. His name appeared on magazine covers, business channels praised his leadership, and investors admired his brilliant mind. Yet behind closed doors, he looked like a man decades older than his age. Dark circles shadowed his eyes, his hands trembled without warning, and mysterious attacks left him weak enough to collapse without explanation. His doctors blamed rare autoimmune diseases, chronic fatigue, and overwhelming stress, but every treatment failed. His expensive penthouse felt emptier each year as friends drifted away, and relatives became more interested in his fortune than his happiness. Success had surrounded him with people, but loneliness had become his closest companion. One evening, Daniel noticed something unusual while emptying the trash in the executive office. Every attack seemed to happen after Alexander drank coffee from the expensive machine in his office. Yet during weekends, when the office was empty, security guards often mentioned that the CEO seemed healthier. Daniel remembered small medical lessons from the nursing classes he had abandoned years before. Patterns mattered. Tiny details saved lives. While everyone focused on complicated diseases, Daniel quietly wondered whether something much simpler was happening. Over the following weeks, he carefully observed without invading anyone's privacy. The attacks happened only inside the headquarters. Alexander often looked better after business trips and worse after returning. Daniel also noticed a strange chemical smell near the office ventilation system during his nightly cleaning rounds. Maintenance requests had apparently been ignored for months because renovations were scheduled for the following year. Something about the situation refused to leave Daniel's mind. Unable to ignore his instincts, Daniel anonymously reported the concern to the building's safety department, asking them to inspect the ventilation and coffee area for contamination. At first, nobody took the message seriously because it came from a cleaner rather than an executive.